Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about line coding, or it is also called as a data formats, and advantages and disadvantages of this. So this is from the unit 2, that is baseband digital transmission for the digital communication subject. So the course objective for this unit, that is baseband digital transmission, is analyze the performance of baseband transmitter and design of scrambler in digital communication. So today we are going to discuss about line coding. So what is line coding? In telecommunication, a line code, it is also called as a digital baseband modulation, which is a code chosen for use within a communication system for baseband transmission purpose. Line coding is often used for digital data transport. Here, the binary ones and zeros, such as in PCM signaling, may be represented in various serial bit signaling formats, which is known as a line codes. So, this is the block diagram for the line code, whereas the input is 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. So, by using the line coding techniques, we can convert this data into specific format. So, now next to this, we are going to see different formats of line coding also. So, these are the types of line codings. Basically, the line coding techniques, these are basically divided in three types. That is, the first is unipolar, second is polar, and third is a bipolar. So unipolar, again there are two types, unipolar RZ, unipolar NRZ. In polar line codes, there are again two, polar RZ, that is returned to 0, and polar NRZ, not returned to 0. And the third line code type, that is bipolar, in that we are going to see AMI, that is alternate mark inversion. Basically, unipolar means what? There is only one polarity, that is amplitude E. In polar, we are having two polarities, that is plus minus A by 2, for example. And in bipolar, we are having the amplitude, that is plus minus A by 2 over here. Actually, the discrete signals which are transmitted over a band limited channel, that signals get dispersed. This causes the pulses to overlap and cause distortion. Such a distortion is called as an ISI, that is intersymbol interference. In order to avoid this, we should not transmit the discrete signal as it is on the transmission medium. So this data is first converted into PAM suitable format and then transmitted over a communication channel. And the various formats which are used, these are called as a line codes. So these are the types of line codes we are going to see one by one. We'll be starting with unipolar. So these are the types of data formats or line codes, same. The first, unipolar RZ format, unipolar NRZ format, then polar NRZ, polar RZ format, split phase Manchester, and one more, that is alternate mark inversion. So the first one, that is unipolar RZ format. Here we have taken the data stream, that is 1 0 1 1 0. So now how to represent this data? If it is applied to line coding technique, then what will be our output? So that we need to find out. So here unipolar, basically as the amplitude you can find out, in this format each 0 is represented by an off pulse and each 1, it is represented by on pulse with amplitude A and a duration of TB by 2 followed by return to 0 level. So we can see here the data stream, into that the first bit is 1. So how to represent this 1? By using unipolar RZ format. So this is the bit duration. So this is our bit 1. So this is the bit duration. Into this, how 1 is represented, that we are going to find out. So to represent this 1 in unipolar RZ format, the amplitude level A is given over here. That is again for only TB by 2. That means half bit duration. And again this pulse will return to 0 over here. Now for 0, it is represented by 0 amplitude. Again for to represent bit 1, for half bit duration, that is for TB by 2, it is represented with the amplitude level A and again it will return to 0. So the same drama will be repeated for 1 and again for 0. In unipolar RZ format, basically it is simple. The spectral line present at the symbol rate can be used as a clock over here. So these are the advantages. Now for disadvantages, no error correction is required. It occupies uh, twice the bandwidth as unipolar NRZ. The signal droop is caused at the places where signal is non-zero at 0 Hz. Now, for the unipolar NRZ format, in this format, the logic 1 is represented by a pulse of full bit duration TB and the amplitude plus A, while a logic 0 is represented by an off pulse or zero amplitude. So here we can see that is during the on time, the pulse does not return to 0 after half bit period. So therefore, the name is given, that is NRZ format, not return to 0 format. So a bit 1 is represented with full amplitude, that is AO here. As the pulse have either plus A or 0 amplitude, it is also called as a unipolar format. For 0, it is again the 0 amplitude is used to represent. Again for 1, full amplitude A, that is for 1 bit duration, same. And again for 0, it is 0. So for unipolar NRZ format, basically the advantage is again it is simple and it has lesser bandwidth requirement. The disadvantage is that here there are no error correction done. Presence of low frequency components may cause the signal droop. No clock is present and loss of synchronization is likely to occur, especially for long strings of ones and zeros. So, the next type, that is polar RZ format. In this format, the data stream, again we are having 10110, and here you can see the amplitude levels, that is A by 2 and minus A by 2. So the two amplitude levels are used over here. It shows that opposite polarity pulses of amplitude plus minus A by 2 are used to represent logic 1 and 0. So as it is written to 0 format, the 1 will be represented with positive amplitude, that is A by 2, and again it will be returning at TB by 2 to TB to 0. Next for 0, again it shows that there is 0 bit. How to show that or how to represent that is by generating minus A by 2 amplitude pulse for TB by 2, and again it returns to 0. So similarly for 1, again A by 2 amplitude for TB by 2, and for remaining time it returns to 0. For 0 again same. So this is what polar RZ format. The advantages, it is again simple and no low frequency components are present here. With the again same disadvantages, no error correction, no clock is present. It occupies the bandwidth of polar NRZ, and the signal droop is caused at places where the signal is non-zero at 0 Hz. Now moving towards the next format over here, that is polar NRZ format. Here a pulse of amplitude plus A by 2 of duration TB is used to represent a logic 1, and a pulse of amplitude minus A by 2 of the same duration represents a logic 0. So here we can see that is A by 2 pulse for whole bit duration, that is TB, to represent 1, and similarly a whole bit duration of pulse, that is with the amplitude minus A by 2 to represent 0. Again for 1, A by 2 amplitude, again for 1, A by 2 amplitude, and for 0 again minus A by 2 amplitude for the whole bit duration over here. Here the main thing, that is again the advantage, no low frequency components are present over here. Now the second last, that is split phase Manchester. Here in this format, the symbol 1 is represented by transmitting a positive pulse of plus A by 2 amplitude for one half of the symbol duration, followed by a negative pulse amplitude minus A by 2 for remaining half of the symbol duration. Similarly, for symbol 0, these two pulses are transmitted in reverse order. So this waveform does not have any DC component over here. So we can see that is in split phase Manchester, how 1 is represented. That is, for 1, it is represented by using the pulse with the amplitude A by 2 for TB by 2, and again for remaining half bit period it is represented by minus A by 2. For 0, the order is reversed, that is minus A by 2 to represent the 0, and again the half bit duration, that is with the amplitude A by 2. So the same drama will be repeated, plus A by 2 to minus A by 2. Here also plus A by 2 to minus A by 2, and in case of 0 it is minus A by 2 and then it is plus A by 2 for half bit duration. So the advantages are, here it does not have any DC component. It has built-in synchronization capability as it crosses 0 at regular intervals. LAN such as Ethernet, Ethernet are increasingly using the Manchester code for signal transmission over the network. Now, the last data type, that is AMI. Here, AMI means alternate mark inversion. Basically, it is bipolar NRZ format. Here, the successive ones are represented by pulses with alternating polarity and no pulse is transmitted for logic 0. Now, here we need to note this, the representation, 3 levels are there, that is plus A, 0 and minus A. Therefore, this is also known as a pseudo-ternary or alternative mark inversion, that is AMI format. An attractive feature of the bipolar format is the absence of a DC component. So, for the first one, that is data 1 bit, the AMI into this, how it is represented with the help of plus A amplitude for 1 bit duration. Now for 0 it is 0 level. Now for next one it is reversed. That is, for the alternative ones, here for the next one, how it is represented with the minus A amplitude. Again the next incoming one, again positive A, and for 0 it is 0. So we can find out that is alternate mark inversion. So for A it is, for first 1 bit the amplitude is A, then the inverse of this, that is for next one the amplitude is minus A, for the next incoming one the amplitude is A, and this is for again whole bit duration. So here the DC component is absent even though the input binary data may contain long strings of zeros and ones. Moreover, the bipolar format eliminates ambiguity that may arise because of polarity inversion during the course of transmission. We can see the example for this. Here it is asked to encode data string, that is 11001001 into polar NRZ format. Again split phase Manchester format, polar RZ format and AMI. So now we know that is how to represent the signals by using all these formats. So for the polar NRZ format, for the plus first one, the amplitude levels, that is minus A by 2 and plus A by 2. For the split phase Manchester also plus A by 2 minus A by 2. And for polar RZ format, again the amplitudes are, that is A by 2 and minus A by 2. And for AMI, the amplitude levels are A, 0 and minus A. So with the help of the previous explanation, we can easily draw the diagrams for the data formats. The input bit is 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. So for polar NRZ format, the first one is represented with positive A by 2. The second one also positive A by 2. Then 0 is represented with minus A by 2 for 1 bit duration, and same drama will get repeated. Now in case of split phase Manchester, for 1 plus A by 2 to minus A by 2. In case of again 1 plus A by 2 to minus A by 2. Obviously for half bit duration plus A by 2 and minus A by 2 for half bit duration. In case of 0 it is inverse, that is minus A by 2 to plus A by 2. In case of polar and RZ format, the 1 is represented, it's polar. So two polarities are there, A by 2 and minus A by 2, and it returns to 0. So 1 will be represented with A by 2 amplitude and it returns to 0. Similarly, 0 is represented with minus a by 2 amplitude and returns to 0 for half bit duration. And the last, that is alternate mark inversion. Here, the ones which are present in the data stem, they are represented inversely. So the first one, it is represented with a amplitude for 1 bit duration. So the next incoming one is represented with minus a amplitude for 1 bit duration. Zeros are represented with 0 amplitude. Again, this is third a. So a, then minus a, again it is a amplitude. And similarly for 0, again 0, and the next incoming a is represented with minus a amplitude. Advantages and disadvantages of data formats. For example, here the unipolar NRZ line code has the advantage of using circuits that require only one power supply, but it has the disadvantage of requiring channels that are DC coupled because the waveform has non-zero DC value. The polar NRZ line code, it does not require a DC coupled channel provided that the data toggles between binary ones and zeros often and that equal numbers of ones and zeros are sent. However, the circuitry that produces the polar NRZ signal requires a negative voltage power supply as well as the positive voltage power supply. And the last, the Manchester NRZ line code has the advantage of always having a 0 DC value regardless of the data sequence, but it has twice the bandwidth of the unipolar NRZ or polar NRZ code because the pulses are half the width. So this is the summary of all the data formats. Thank you.